Hi, and welcome to my podcast, Scott McNulty. I'm your host, Scott McNulty. Glad we got that out of the way. My interview today is with Dottsy Zermeno, a resident of Phoenix, Arizona, much like myself. Unlike myself, she's actually a cool person, doing cool things with cool people, out on the town, painting the town red, or whatever the cool kids paint it these days. It may be mauve, or perhaps tangerine. I don't even know. Anyway, this interview is about a year or possibly 2 years old at this point. I had posted it one other time on a different platform, but now I'm just putting everything on YouTube. I'm re-releasing. This is a re-release, if you will. Doesn't make it any less amazing. In fact, it probably makes it more amazing. You wish you were this amazing. I wish I was this amazing. Amazing.
I'm a good guy for a gal, so won't you look my palm over? I got time for a chat, so won't you tell me my future? I'm gonna break down at 50.
Dottsy Zermeno. Is it Zermeno or Zermeno?
It's Zermeno.
Zermeno.
Yes.
Zermeno.
I have a little tilde over the end.
I noticed that on. I've seen your name on Facebook.
Yes.
So that I've noticed
yes.
the tilde, the enye.
Yes, the enye.
That is on there. This actually leads me into welcome to the show. Thanks for being here.
Thank you. I'm so happy to be here.
I'm happy that you're here.
I'm excited as balls. I'm very excited.
Balls are very exciting.
Balls, yes, and they do get excited. So
they do.
Yeah.
So moving right along from that, as I spit all over the desk. I actually your name is the first question I wanted to ask you because you have a very unique name. I think the first and the last name are both quite unique. Let's start with the first name. Dottsy. Where does that come from? Are you named after someone?
Yes, I am. If you Google my name, Dottsy,
why haven't I done this?
Yeah, where's your research?
I don't, out the window. It's a very low budget show. I don't know if you're familiar.
The research will show that I am named after a no-hit wonder country singer.
Are you serious?
Swear to God.
Who is
this? And everybody goes, oh, Dottie West. Well, if you knew Dottie West, you would know she's not a no-hit wonder.
Yeah, obviously because you know her.
Yes, so Dottsy went by Dottsy. Still goes by Dottsy. I understand that she is still alive in Texas. And
is anyone really alive in Texas?
Yeah, who knows? I mean, I even have family there, and I wonder. So, my dad was a DJ, and he was very involved in music, and we all have musically driven, musically background.
That's awesome.
Type names. So, Dottsy. He liked a couple of her songs, and he named me after her.
What's her full name?
Dottsy.
So that was like her artist name?
That was her artist name.
Like
I
Madonna.
think her last name is Dwyer. D-W-Y-E-R.
I like those alliteration names.
Yeah, Dottsy Dwyer.
Yeah, that's
How fun
good.
is that?
So your dad was a DJ. He was a
man of many parts, though.
Interesting.
He was like probably a DJ for maybe a year of his life.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
I would love to be a DJ for a month of my life. Honestly,
yeah.
I could do that. I've had a couple of friends who have been DJs in the past. It's very very hard to make a living at that, apparently.
Yeah, it is, and you have to really make a name of yourself. It's like a whole showbiz thing. I think you would be a kick-ass DJ, personally.
I'm going to put you on my CV. It's going to be like a reference that I use.
Yes, I think you should.
Very interesting. So Dottsy's a country music who never quite hit it. Never quite hit it,
but did write songs with Waylon Jennings. Everybody knows who Waylon Jennings is.
Of course.
So yes, and he did sing background in one of her songs.
Really?
So that people in different parts of the country know who Dottsy is. But yeah, and it's a much older generation.
Are you from Texas originally?
No, I was born in Westminster, Colorado. Woo woo, go Broncos!
All right.
Yeah.
I should know this because I've seen your Facebook posts concerning the Denver Broncos.
Yes.
So, yeah.
I'm in love with the Broncos. I will always be a Denver Bronco fan.
Well, there are worse things.
I have to tell you a story if we're going to talk about the Broncos.
Go ahead, please do.
I did have my heart broken by John Elway.
Really?
Yes.
Literally.
Literally, and he gave me pink eye.
Punched you in the heart.
You know, he actually gave me pink eye.
What happened?
Here's the story. I lived in Hawaii for about 2.5 years, almost 3 years.
You get around.
Yes, I do get around, and
you get around the block, girl.
I do. Those who know me. So what happened was, you know, the Pro Bowl every year is in Honolulu.
I've heard this.
And I was at a bar, and one of my friends said, "Oh my God, look at this guy behind you," who he hated the Broncos. So I turn around, and there is my childhood hero, flippin' John Elway, behind me.
Wow.
My knees go jelly. My hands are shaking. I walk up to him, and I explain I was born in Westminster, Colorado. I've grown up. He's my hero, you know, and I just love him. And can I please take a picture with you?
Right.
Rejecto.
He just said no?
He just said no, thanks. He shook my hand. He shook my hand, which ended up being the hand of pestilence. Because
this is where the pink eye came from?
Yes. And I noticed, you know, they always say hindsight's 20/20. Mm-hmm. So I noticed that his eyes were kind of glassy, watery, and I thought it was due to drinking. No, it was the massive raging pink eye.
Oh my God.
That he had, and he shook my hand, and then the next day after I woke up, my eyes were, both of them, just raging pink eye. So John Elway gave me pink eye, but not an autograph or a picture.
You had Elway pink eye.
I did.
Elway eye.
Mile high pink eye.
I like that. I can't believe that he wouldn't even take a picture.
Wouldn't even take a picture.
What a dick.
And but he did take a picture with the big tit bimbo blonde that ran up to him.
Are you serious?
Swear to God.
You know, you're not exactly small-titted.
No,
I'm just going to put that out there for the listeners.
Thank you. Thanks.
Yeah, that's... I'd be offended.
Yeah, I guess I wasn't hoed out enough.
I guess not. Maybe you should have, rather than explaining in an articulate manner why you are a fan of
I should have ran up to him like she did and said, "Who are you? Can I get a picture?"
Yeah,
you know, yeah.
That would have been the manner, but
yeah,
you know, maybe you got pink eye, but maybe she got syphilis. So it's
exactly.
It probably worked out in your favor.
Yes. Yes.
But that's fascinating. So, I'll tell you a story because my good friend Paul Iannone just came back from Hawaii. Actually.
Oh.
And it was his first time there. He went there with his girlfriend. And so we went out last night to talk about his trip. And I said, so man, Hawaii, how was it? I've never been there. And he was very just meh. He said it was not that great.
Ooh.
He did not have that good of a time.
Yeah. Did he happen to be a blonde-haired, blue-eyed fellow?
He's a dark-haired guy. He's Caucasian, though.
Okay.
I know that some of the native Hawaiians don't really like the white folk.
Howlies do not get treated very well. The term for white people are howlies.
Interesting. How did that come about?
I don't know.
Right.
I don't know. I don't question. I just go with it. And so they were like, they even have Howley Day in schools. Apparently, Howley Day is when the little white kids get the shit beat out of them.
Nice.
By the other little Hawaiian kids. Yeah, it's totally...
But then the next day, the Howleys give them blankets with smallpox.
Exactly.
Here you go, I got this for you.
Look what I got for you. Aloha.
You're not using this land, are you?
You don't need this, do you?
Oh, you are?
It's mine. It's totally my dad's now. It's totally my dad's.
Yeah.
Thanks, so... What part of Hawaii did he go to?
He went to Maui.
Okay.
And
yeah.
he couldn't really provide a good, solid reason for not liking it, other than, and this is seriously his reason, was that, well, the bus system there sucked.
What?
Like, who goes to Hawaii to take a bus anywhere? Why did you just lay on a beach for the entire time you were there? And
he had places to go.
He said they were trying to get around. They were only there for 3 days, so they were trying to really see some things, I guess. And apparently the bus system was too relaxed for them, too slow.
Oh.
And I said, well, yeah. I mean, if I were going to go to Hawaii, I think I would just find one beach that was very near my hotel.
Yeah.
And just sit on it for the entire time.
Especially for 3 days. Don't push it. Don't push it.
Yeah, you don't want to.
Yeah.
He did say that on the last day, they found some part of town that they really liked. And he felt gypped because he's like, I should have found this on day one.
It's probably like the area where everybody goes and shops and eats and.
It's probably the whitest area.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? What a jerk this guy.
I'm liking this guy more and more.
Yeah, right? I can't stand him. I don't even know why we're friends.
I'm a good guy for a gal, and I'm mentally slipping. Oh yeah, oh yeah.
You know, the hipsters, when they come on vacation, they love to pull the Magnum, you know.
I would walk around in a fake mustache and a Hawaiian shirt all the time. And
I think you totally should. I think that'd be awesome.
I should just do that anyway.
I think, yeah. Fuck it.
I just walk around just yelling, Higgins! I love love is not a strong enough word to express how I feel about the show Magnum PI. When I was a kid, the show was on, so like mid to late 80s, I guess.
Right.
And I just thought that Magnum PI was the coolest guy in the world. And I thought that Hawaii, at least the part of it on the show, looked amazing.
Yeah.
And so I was just like, dude, when I grow up, I'm going to move to Hawaii. I'm just going to be Magnum PI. I'll just drive a Ferrari, you know, because you just do that,
yeah,
right? You just
absolutely.
get a Ferrari. And you get off the plane, and they give you a lay and a Ferrari.
When you're white, they do.
Yeah. And then, here's your Ferrari, sir. No more smallpox, please. All right, get out of here. And show me to my estate. The world is mine. And it's so great being white. But I just, as a kid, I was like, oh, Magnum PI is awesome. And interestingly enough, also as a kid, my other favorite show was Cheers. Oh. So I was going to either be Sam Malone, i.e. a bartender in Boston, or I was going to be Magnum PI, a PI in Hawaii. I had very masculine dreams as a child.
You did.
None of those came to fruition, obviously. So.
Well, you're working on it. There's still a lot of life left.
It's a work in progress, yeah. There's a lot of life. There's a lot of belly fat left to somehow lose and become either one of those gentlemen.
Exactly.
Friends with me, well then you're friends with me. If you're down with me, well then you're down with me. Friends of me, friends of me, friends of me, friends with you. Some modest fame.
So, getting to your second name,
Zermeno.
So this is Guatemalan, then.
No, actually, the funny story. Here's the news, folks. People actually think that I kept my mother's maiden name, and I didn't.
Is your mother's?
My dad. My maiden name is Jones. I was married.
I didn't know this.
Yes, and so I was married to a lovely Mexican man, and he was Mexican and Spanish and all that kind of crap. And so
all that crap,
all that crap.
south of the border crap,
all that rich heritage,
all that. Did he take our jobs at some point? That's all I want to know.
With P, well then you're friends with me. If you're down with P, well then you're down with me. If you're friends with P, well then you're friends with me. If you're down with P,